Today, I'm going to transform more Minecraft mobs into Italian BRAINROT characters, and I'm going to create a special power item for each of them never seen before in Minecraft. In the last video, I made the Tralalero Tralala Tum Tum Sahur and asked you to comment if you wanted part 2. So here in front, I separated 5 more Italian BRAINROT characters for us to make today. And the last one is one of my favorites, which is the Bombardiro Crocodillo. But let's start first, which will be the Chimpanzini Bananini. And remembering that I will also create a biome for each of them to stay. Just like in the last video, I built a personalized place for each of them. And the character I will choose to transform into the Chimpanzini Bananini will be the llama. I know the llama is not exactly the mob that matches him, but like I can use this here to be the head there for the part that was supposed to be the banana. And here is the peel. I'll remove the texture and make a kind of cube here. Leave this to the side. Stretch here backwards, decrease a little, and now stretch here forward. Pull another one to make the banana shape upwards. And a detail here. And now take the head here. This is the llama's, and fit it here to be the banana part. I will paint everything a more yellow color, and then I will make texture details with different shades of yellow darker. Perfect. Select this peel here, duplicate here, here, and here. Now we add this detail, and the banana is ready. Now only the chimpanzini is missing. For that, I will create a cube here, which will be his head. That's why I'll paint it green. Put it up here, and make the detail for his eye. Add the eyebrow. Stretch here one more and pull. Now the ear, add the detail here below. Duplicate and throw this detail up here. Select the ear and duplicate to the other side. Look, I think it turned out pretty cool. I wanted it to walk a little for you to see the walking animation look, because since it has no legs, it walks by jumping. But if I come here to defeat it, it will drop an item called Bananini, which releases nothing more, nothing less than several bananas. Look at this. And they keep bouncing around the world, jumping here and there. And if by chance this banana hits someone, yeah, it depends. It throws the person very far, but that's not all the item does. For example, if I put several bananas here inside, look, they will keep hitting from side to side, and eventually they will kill the iron golem. Because look, it keeps hitting it, and it's not that weak. I think about 6 hits to kill. There, look, and with so many bananas bouncing here inside, eventually the iron golems would die. This item is not that strong yet, but it's because it's still the first. In this video, we will still have much stronger items with the other characters, like the Bombardiro Crocodillo. I'll choose a place here for us to create another biome for our chimpanzini Bananini to stay. I think it can be right here. And what I created was a forest for him, since he's a monkey, right? A chimpanzee. He normally lives in the middle of a jungle. Only I tried to add some banana details to make it cool, and I think the result turned out very good, and I really like the result of Chimpanzini Bananini. The details I added with the banana combine a lot, this yellow with green, just like his habitat color. Yellow and green. So my score for him is definitely an 8. But okay, now we need to make the Burbalone Lulaloli, which is a capybara inside a coconut. And well, to make the capybara, there's no such a small animal in Minecraft, except for the camel. Just kidding, it's not small, it's the rabbit. The rabbit is small, but the capybara is bigger than it. But I think it will match since it will keep jumping around. Well, and to make it, I will do just like I did. La Vaca Saturno Saturnita. In the last video, I generated a circle here. I know you guys like it a lot when I make circles in Minecraft. So I will select this here, duplicating to the side all these circles. That way eventually forming a ball here in Minecraft. That's going to be the coconut, and now here I delete these squares here in the front, and it will be the hole where the capybara's head will be in the coconut, exactly here. I think it can even be this size. I just need to delete everything here. And the final result looked like this. Look, a circle with a hole. Now I take and paint everything brown, like this, to simulate a coconut. And just here in the front, white, and done. The coconut is made. I'll just grab here and add another shade of brown with a bit of blending to make its gradient, like this. And now the rest will be very simple, which will be her paw. Duplicate this here and rotate like this. I will make a paw, I don't know, like triangular, I would say. Pull the little foot, the toe, duplicate and duplicate. Select the leg, duplicate, duplicate, and duplicate. And the neck, head, and ear. Returning here to Minecraft, the rabbit that was here before became a capybara. The problem is that it keeps jumping, dude. It's very fast. And remember that the Chimpanzini Bananini dropped that banana for us? The Burbaloni Lulaloli, she drops a Capicoco. It releases coconut water, which I don't know if this is strong or not, but usually in the coconut there is coconut water, which is very good. But also her second power is this here. Look, she can trap any mob with palm leaves, and now it's trapped. Now with these two items, the Bananini and the Capicoco, we have a very strong combo, because I trap it with the palm leaf and then just throw the bananas to kill. And perfect. Ah, the banana hit me, dude. There's this small problem that if I throw it here on the wall, it bounces back on me. Damn, the spell turned against the sorcerer. And I also built a mini habitat for us to leave our capybara. Since she's a coconut, I decided to build an island with a palm tree. And well, I really like this one. Not only the model, but also the scenery I created. I created a private island just for her with a palm tree. So my score will be a 10. I really like these 3D models that have circles in Minecraft, since it's something very different. You can also comment your score below, but now we go to the next, which will be Berber Patapim. He is a golem, I think, like a protector of his castle of the forest, surrounded by trees and bushes. So since I think he is like a golem, nothing fairer than transforming the iron iron golem, which makes the most sense. Well, let's start creating him here by his head. He has a very big nose, and here I will add a cube to make the beard. Here on the side, I will pull and keep duplicating several cubes to be like the leaves and the bush that will have on his hair. Only everything I will paint green later, because he is full of leaves and little trees on top of his head. Well, it's like this here. This part itself will be all green, but with different shades of green, obviously. Like this, here on the side, it can be this color. Closer to the middle with another shade of green, and his skin will also have different shades with light and shadow. Like this, pull here, and I will make it as if he were an already somewhat old golem. Here, look, and down here we can pull his beard. Just make the details with the pixels. I think like this it will be perfect. Now I will add the arm. Stretch here. And his hand. Pull, stretch. And one more to smooth it. I said hand, right? But this here, in quotes, is his hand because it's the foot. He walks with his hand with the foot. Very weird. And now I will take these cubes up here and copy them and place them down here because down here it's also full of tree leaves. Upplicating like this. Rotate, throw down. Copy the other, throw up. And I will keep doing this throughout his whole body until he is full of scattered bushes. Now I add the finger. Duplicate this finger 4 times until it forms 4 fingers, select his foot, and duplicate. Now yes, it's the hand. Pull here the bush, more bushes, 1 finger, duplicate the finger, and duplicate several times. And now just select this whole left arm and duplicate to the right. Perfect. Returning here in mind, the warrior golem has become Patapim. I think he could be bigger. Only I don't know how it would look in Minecraft if he gets bigger than this. I entered the mod and made him a little bigger. Well, I don't know if you prefer him big or small. Comment there because I can change it in the next episodes of this series. But I think big is better because in the image itself, he is very big. Okay, let's do the following. Let's select him here so he gets with the palm leaves around him. Then we kill him quickly and done. And Patapim dropped his foot. And as you saw, his foot is very big, so it does nothing more, nothing less than simply creating a stomp. It's like he did this here. Boom! Stomped the ground and created a mini earthquake. This is not weak at all, okay? Look, I'll get close to the iron golem. Yeah, the iron golem I think is not that strong either, but let's test it with the villager because it's easier. Look. 1, 2, 4 of these stomps to kill a villager, but as we have more than 1 power, we can make a combo. Trap him, use the stomp, and then throw the banana. Yeah, against a boss or something, these powers are very useful. And now for the biome I created for Patapim, it was literally a forest and a castle for him to protect, since he is the castle protector. And look, I think the place we built for him turned out perfect. The castle defender Golem Patapim. Comment your score below for him, and I will definitely give it a 9. Okay, I won't drag too much. And the next and penultimate is the Frigo Camel, a camel. In a freezer, in a fridge. I think frigo in Italian is fridge, maybe. Okay, this one, there's no much to discuss, right? Surely the frigo camel, we are going to use a camel. Okay, let's go to the program. This one, I will come here and I will do the following. Take an already ready camel, right? Because if it's a camel, there's not much secret. I will leave the 2 legs here. I will just remove these details here from the camel, which is its saddle. Here, and I will leave. I will just remove these details here from the camel, which is its saddle. Here, and this here. I will pick a color that more or less resembles the camel from the meme. It would be like this here and paint the Minecraft camel itself. Now we just shrink its legs, leave them very thin, like this, and add a cube here to make his shoe. Stretch here, and 1 more. Yes, his shin, the camel from the meme, is very thin. It's a thin shin, so that's why I did it like this. Then I will just paint Marco's sneakers that match him. Add different color textures on the shoe to make it cute. Paint like this, duplicate here, pull the foot to the side, and now the camel is practically ready. I just reused the Minecraft one, added a shoe, and now add the fridge, which is the refrigerator in this case. Pull the detail here, and 1 more. And our Frigo camel is ready. I can even ride it. Look at this. The hitbox gets kind of bugged because there wasn't supposed to be a fridge here. Oxy, what is this, dude? But okay, it turned out pretty cool. Only what it drops is just the fridge, which is the refrigerator. And what does a fridge do? Well, it makes things cold. Look, it will create an ice block on top of any mob and does area damage. This here is the 2nd strongest item of this video. But, Jackinho, which is the first? You haven't seen it yet because it will be the Bombardiro crocodile. Trust me, in my opinion, of the strongest items, surely the fridge after the capybara, the patapim, and the chimpanzini and bananini. And each time we are getting stronger in Minecraft because you can combo everything, throw here, throw banana. Man, we are very powerful. And the scenery I created for our Frigo camel was nothing more, nothing less than an ice scenery. I don't know, I know the camel lives in the desert, but a fridge lives in the ice. So yeah, this one was definitely my favorite. I really like this snow and ice style. It's one of my favorite vibes. The model itself, I think it gets a 7 or so. It wasn't the best, but if you count along with the biome, I definitely give it a 10. I liked it too much. And its power too. The fridge power turned out very good. It was one of the best so far. So I think the Frigo camel, even though the model turned out simple, deserves a 10. And let's not forget now the last one. The Bombardino Crocodillo. Well, I had two ideas for him. Either I transform him into a phantom because he flies, or into a Ghast because he also flies but has a special detail, and I will already explain to you why I chose the Ghast. And well, the Bombardino Crocodillo was the one that gave the most work to do. First, because it had gone wrong the first time, and second, because it had quite difficult details. 3 parts of it were made with circles. You know when I made La Vaca Saturno-Saturnita and the Capybara where I used circles? So these parts give a lot of work, but in the end, it turned out very, very, very good. And I dare say it was the best BRAINROT I made so far. Since part 1 of this video, until part 2, which is now, remember that I said I was going to transform him into a Ghast, right? Instead of a phantom, do you know why I chose the Ghast? Exactly because the Ghast already shoots bombs automatically. This here it's very strong, but it won't be so hard to defeat. I think with these bananas, I won't reach there. Wait, I had an idea. I'll climb up here. Here, let me hit it. Man, these items we gain are perfect. But you know what's more perfect? The item that the Bombardino Crocodillo drops. Here, it's literally a bomb. That bomb that stays underneath him, and look at this. This here simply launches a missile. Man, this is incredible. Look at this. It's literally a missile, and that's why I had said it was the strongest item. Let's go to that iron golem, trap him in the palm leaves, and now simply launch a missile at him. It's over for him, dude. This here is surely my favorite item of the video. And well, the biome I built for the Bombardino Crocodillo was a kind of warplane landing biome. I think it matches him, right? And well, this one was a bit opposite from the Frigo Camel, where I like the 3D model a lot. The details of the airplane turned out all very perfect. But the scenery I didn't like so much, but it turned out cool for sure. Score 10 for real, and that's it, all the mobs are done. Comment down below which one was your favorite from today's video. Mine was the Bombardino Crocodillo and his bomb. Bye.